Big up, everybody. It's your girl, Sofia, aka Sophie, back here on Sophia's Football Talk after having a break yesterday, and all hell broke loose with lots of news. And I was like, let me just chill yesterday and whatnot because it was a lot. But today we're just going to be reacting to it. So it's not about me having like, oh, breaking news. Man United has been bought by the Qataris. No, that's not what we're doing here. We're just reacting to the stuff that's been said and whatnot. And I'm not trying to get ahead of myself, if that makes sense. But I have been saying that I do feel confident that this would be done at some point. Hopefully this week. Hopefully. Freaking hell. But we gonna talk about it. We will talk about it. I mean, you see it here. Glazers out. Sheik Jassim in. Sir Jim Ratcliffe. Mm-mm. Mbappe to Man United. Woo! We will talk about it all. But before we do, make sure that you give this video a big thumbs up. And of course, also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're not that far away from 2K subscribers. So it's a big, deal to finally happen on this channel for sure. So, you know, another little milestone, if you may, and hopefully that can happen before, or I should say, by the end of June. So hey, we still got like about 2 weeks left, so or less than 3 weeks. So hey, hopefully we can do it. And yeah, also feel free to join the SFT membership, where you can get a customized badge next to your name, emoji you can use, member shout out, sneak peek into upcoming contents, and also once we get more members, we'll end up doing more so behind the scenes stuff as well, as we go. So yeah, just another way to support the channel. But hey, no, what should I say? Rush here. By the way, I was supposed to do a whole nother show today, but I was like, nah, nah, nah. We need to talk about this. So let me just say hello to everybody in the chat here. Big up to Brush, says like, share, and sub. I appreciate it. Strauss says fake news. Don't fall for it. I mean, hey, we'll talk about it. Big up Lipo fan for life. Big up Science says from it being a done deal to being backtracked, me personally, both parties are still involved. It's still in the balance in Glazer's hands. Okay. Science says I gotta go. Have a great show. Sophia might pop in if I get time. Appreciate it. Much love. Big up Ming. Big up TJ Warren. Do subscribe to TJ Warren's channel. Says big up Sophia. Likes the Kurt. Have a great show. Thank you. Big up to Ravi. Hope you're doing well. Says Sophia Sancho to Spurs. What a tasty deal. Hey, if you want to go, I still think that I wouldn't mind keeping it for one more season. But, if we do get some moolah, then I ain't gonna say no. Big up to Yassin says, we won the treble, Sophia. Wait, Yassin, aren't you a Liverpool supporter? You didn't win the treble. You won a treble, but not the treble. So you did win something though this season. It was 7 Up trophy. Enjoy it. I hope that's great. FSG in. Mbappe to United unless you play FIFA. Hey, big up to Alumba. Says we ain't getting him. Fam, I'm just trying to I people I'm saying we're getting him. I'm just entertaining this for a little. What people? Come on, come on. Why not? This. Big up to Devils United, aka Macy. Says good evening, Sophia. The same to you too. Hope you're doing well, Macy. People do subscribe to Macy's channel. She does great things. Especially, I've been loving the basically player profiles were in terms of the players that are the Man United players that are on loan. Hey, she knows her stuff. Come on now, big up. You're the Star Lord. Uh, what treble indeed? Would I take him any day? It sounds wrong, but you know what I'm saying. Yes, enjoy. But yeah, let's dive into this. So yesterday, like in about basically it was like 23, 24 hours ago, right? I was watching, the United View. I was watching I was watching different streams talking about, like, reacting to this whole news from a publication called Al Watan that is 50% owned by Sheikh Jassim's father. Says at that point, Man United takeover announcement is coming soon. They were saying, okay, the success of Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad bin Yassim's acquisition of and the announcement of the deal. Okay, the fact that his son had bought the United and whatnot, and that news came like I think 3 hours before, like, or technically it came out, right? It was tweeted or something like that. The news came out from, I think it was a Qatari um, news outlet. But then again, like, the publication or the paper is part owned. But then again, lately, I mean, we'll dive into it. But at that, I'm just trying to paint you the picture of what a lot of us felt at that time. I mean, some people took it a bit like, "Yo, let's okay, it's done. We got this." I was like, "Okay, like I want to get giddy, but I don't know. Like I still need to see a full confirmation, everything setting clear." You know what I'm saying? So it was just wow, a bit to take in. And then seeing reports of the and you guys know, some of you guys know, I'm horrible at math. What the numbers, when I see numbers, I'm like, ooh, unless it's goals, and Man United scores them, then hey, numbers is good. But like other than that, it can be a bit too much to take in, or a bit overwhelming, if that makes sense. But what was it? The stock market shut up for Man United. So I was like, okay, what is happening? This is a mm, I was trying to pay this a lot of mind, but then you see certain um YouTube channels that you be watching and Twitter accounts that you follow and whatnot be engaging with it as well, or and whatnot. That at that point I was like, okay, I'm not gonna post anything for myself. Let me just be the viewer and check everything out. But yeah, so it was a lot happening yesterday. Basically evening night here in Oslo, UK and whatnot. It was madness, and also um Sheik Jassim as well being congratulated by other I think Qatar figures and whatnot. So I was okay. I was thinking, what is happening? But I think earlier than today, there was maybe sources coming out that it's been not necessarily backtracked, but I haven't necessarily seen anything cut in clear saying like, no, this is all false. But it's been a bit like, if we check out Ben Jacobs, and I'm gonna get you guys on it as well. Ooh, Devils United says, I've been told by a source that Man United and Yassin was done 2 weeks ago, and once the stock market suspends, it's confirmed. That's also what I'm thinking. Thank you, Macy, for adding that on. So for me, I'm not gonna be like, I still do believe that there is some truth into this, you know that this has been done, but or is done. We're just waiting for the official confirmation, or the announcement, if you may. That's kind of more so what I'm fully looking for. And I don't know, I'm quite intrigued by this, and I'm trying to believe in this. But I do need to see something cut clear, if that makes sense. Like official announcement, that's when I'm gonna be like, "Ooh, let's go!" That's when we're gonna be having a celebration stream and whatnot. Right now, I just wanted to kind of more so like react to the stuff that has been reported out here, um, for me at least. But thank you, Macy. Yes, he says Sofia is excited that Qatari won the race. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily use the word now, but I'll tell you that much soon, soon. But Ben Jacobs also did. I mean, I think he's more so a Chelsea supporter and whatnot, and he being on the United stand. He also be on Football Terrace, so he be there as a news representative, if that makes sense. Yeah, this was like 9 hours ago. Lots asking about reports Qatar has won the Man United sale process. Understanding remains no group has been informed yet if they are successful. Expectation is the window will open without any formal announcement or clarity. Nothing expected in the next few days. This is what he's saying. So I'm kind of like, you know, but I still The thing is, though, I often when a lot of these British journalists, this is not me trying to slander anybody. I'm just saying, are they necessarily getting proper like when they begin when they're reporting? Is it more so the stuff that they're getting from okay, either the Glazers or Sir Jim Ratcliffe, since there's obviously more they're more able to communicate with them than maybe potentially rather I mean compared to Sheikh Jassim and the Qataris more than that part of the world because the stuff that some of the media has painted has kind of been a bit not kind of but a lot of it not everybody but some of them kind of been taking it to a xenophobic vibe with kind of the scaremongering and with the fact that okay, oh, Sheikh Yassim, there's not that many pictures out there. There's some like some mistake vibe about him. And I'm like, are we doing that? Because just because somebody's not necessarily fully out there, even though you gotta, you can be a billionaire, but not necessarily be, a celebrity, if that makes sense. You can be a celebrity, but not be a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can be famous and not necessarily have all the money, but you can also have all the money, but not necessarily be famous. You can be more so. I want my privacy, but then what I've also read today is that I think he slowly has been getting more so into the out there in the world because I was reaching and I was researching some pictures and whatnot. And I suddenly it's always been like the same three pictures circulating, but I found another one which actually was quite interesting. So hey, it's getting out there. Do, 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 do. Yes, what was I saying again? Another tweet here by Ben Jacobs. Those close to the 9-2 Foundation are dismissive of reports saying they have won. Truth is, they are still waiting to hear. Same for Ineos. So I'm like, okay, so we have a Ben Jacobs saying something completely different. Then it's like, I still am thinking, okay, if why would there be reports coming like that from Qatar yesterday, saying like, okay, this is done. Sheikh Yassim has won it and whatnot, and we see the stocks going up. Okay, the New York Stock Exchange and whatever it's called, it's gone up. Is then I just find it to be a bit too not really coincidental in my humble opinion. I just don't find it that way whatsoever. So like Tulumba, that is one of the best sayings. No smoke without fire. Exactly what I feel as well. This to me makes it really think makes it really seem like okay, there has to be something in it, right? In my opinion, it has to be something in it. That was United, aka Mason says, I was told by this source Radcliffe never changed his bid the entire time of this process, which meant if Glazers really wanted to stay in, they would have picked him a while back. Thank you. Exactly, Macy. Exactly. Yeah, I feel like we've been hearing, reports, obviously, a few weeks ago and whatnot. Okay. Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos, they are the preferred bidder and whatnot. We've been hearing that for a while, but why haven't we? And then we've been hearing, okay, yet another bid coming in from Sheikh Jassim and his 9-2 Foundation. It's just, why do we need more bids from Sheikh Jassim if Ineos with Sergio Ratcliffe is the preferred bidder? Like, I'm just, I'm just trying to understand this, And if he hasn't, and if what you're saying, Macy, the fact that Sir Jim Ratcliffe hasn't even changed his bid throughout this entire process, but we've been seeing, obviously, been lots of different reports to Sheikh Yassim coming with like what his fifth bid very recently. Come on now. And what was also reported recently that a month ago or so, the Glazers actually approached, I think it's Nasir Al Khafi, I believe, but the PSG owner about like, yo, can you talk to your mans? Can you talk to your guy? Like we're trying to communicate with him. We're trying to just, go a little bit further in this, process, but he's a little difficult to work with. A little, he's a hard nut to crack. You know what I'm saying? So can you help us out? And he was like, nah, you focus. This is why are we doing this? I have no part in this. You talk to him, you do that. If they actually wanted to just, okay, have Sir Jim Ratcliffe there, and they still have some part of the club, they still be there, he just buy maybe a bit more of a share and whatnot. Okay, they would take that money. If they literally wanted to, they could have taken the money. But no, they're still dragging this process on. Why? Because they think they can get most cash out of this guy and run with the money. Tell you people, there is no smoke without fire. Want to do it. Big up to Levelin. Big up to Ola. Tolima says, wow, I'm now very optimistic. Hey, fam, a lot of us are. Yes, he says, the Glazers are playing Tom and Jerry game. That's funny. That's funny. Devils United says, not going to lie, though. Jassim shot himself in the foot when he, in a way, backtracked on his headline. He should have meant it altogether to pull out rather than just, he won't bid anymore. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a good point. That's a very good point there as well. Macy is just, yes, 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 yes. That is a good point. I agree with that. Just as the xenophobia talks are put out by the Sheik and his camp marketing trick is just to try to put the people on their side. It's sad that so many people. Okay, let's Schlats. What we're not gonna do is that, brother. Let's not do that, cause nope, nope. I'm sorry, nope. We're not gonna do that. I respectfully have to disagree with you there, but hey, you can be entitled to your opinion. Xenophobia is a real thing. I've grown up as a Muslim myself. I don't necessarily be saying that I'm a Muslim now because I don't believe in God, but back in the day, I know how it feels. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Strasser says, Sophia, these graphics are so sick. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Big up to you. Someone says 2 weeks ago. Wow, where were we? Oh, being optimistic and lying to ourselves about the FA Cup. Let's move on there because I'm trying to heal. Pick up now. How many knocks back will it take for Jassim to be like I'm done putting in bits now? Hey, that is a very good point. Fam, I don't know. I don't know. For me, I hope this can be done by this week because seriously, literally, I think actually in about like 40 minutes, the summer window will be opening up. At least here in it would be right. I could be wrong. Is it not like I don't know if exact. I mean, I'm trying to think. Wait, no. It will probably be like 12 p.m. or not 12 p.m. but 12 a.m. English time. So that would be 1 p.m. Okay, more than an hour, more than 40 minutes then. But yeah. Uh, now it says Sofia Mbappe is going to Real Madrid. He's not going to Man United. He will either go to Madrid or Saudi, and that's fact. I don't want to say that's a fact because we don't know. We'll see. We will see. But it will be interesting. Toloma says, why didn't Glazer just say the amount they want for United? Isn't this how selling works? Fam, for these people, that's not how it works. These people up here, them, wait. Them, these people up here, they want to make it a bit more difficult. They want to make it a bit more like we these are imbeciles. These are leeches that we have to deal with. So that we've been dealing with for what 18 plus years and whatnot. I'm tired. I'm mentally tired. I'm physically tired, drained from all of it. And like Macy says, they are greedy beeps who want to bleed anyone dry. Yes, they are greedy beep and another beep who want to bleed anyone dry. You better tell them. Yes, Glazonomics. In other words, Glazonomics. Yeah. So obviously, big thing, with the whole sale and whatnot. It's people. It's a lot, but I am trying to be hopeful with it. I really am. As a light night, but then again, there's been so many conflicting reports that this that the takeover, that the actual sale of the takeover hasn't necessarily still been uh, So somebody lying here. I don't know. I'm still trying to kind of believe this, but at the end of the day, I gotta wait. I gotta wait till I see, because I was checking, David Ornstein, didn't see anything there. I was checking, Fabrizio Romano, but he was focusing a lot on, which we will be talking about very soon, Kylian Mbappe potentially leaving PSG and maybe coming to, I don't know. We gonna talk. But hey, David United says even 3 billion, they are making over double profit. They bought the club for it. It makes me sick, but we got it. They gotta go. They gotta go. John says Paris won't sell Mbappe to Madrid, and a Saudi move would be career suicide. I see that, and yeah, I mean, he kind of had. No, I wouldn't necessarily say wasted, but I do feel like, brother, you see Holland, my fellow Norwegian, winning a treble, and breaking goal scoring records first season, his debut season in the Premier League. Brother, go ahead, go. You either go to Madrid, you win the champ, you do sign. You ain't doing. You do you just want to enjoy? You know what? Let's talk about Mbappe for a second. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Since we're all here, let's do it. So it was basically reported. What was it? That Mbappe would not. Okay. Kylian Mbappe, let me just read this. Kylian Mbappe, this is by Fabrizio Romano. Kylian Mbappe has informed PSG of his decision. He'll not trigger the option to extend contract current contract until 2025. It means that deal would expire next June 2024, as El Equip called. PSG position equals no plan to lose Kylian for free. Sign a deal or you can be sold. Because we're not going to let you go for free. We're going to get peace for you either way. You ain't going for free. Okay, so either you sign it or you go now and we get our peace. So I don't know. I mean, I'm telling you, if he would have gotten the Qatar, oh, I would. I'm telling you right now, I will not be saying no. But this was another tweet here by UTD Plug says there'll be interest from Premier League clubs for Kylian Mbappe, but sources at Man City, Chelsea, Newcastle, and Liverpool have cool talk of a move. Wait, okay. The ownership situation at Man United means it more difficult to rule them out depending on who buys the club, but it appears unlikely at this stage. Uh, by J. Burt, the Telegraph. Telegraph. It could be dope though. Could be dope. I just, I feel like in my the thing is though, like Vinny got the number 7 shirt for Real Madrid recently. He plays on the left. So what will happen if they go for? Because Real Madrid has been looking for Mbappe for time now. Remember last season when he signed the contract and whatnot? Was it last season? I'm pretty sure it was. Or was it? No, something. And then it ended up with being, Real Madrid got pissed. So many Real Madrid fans being like, yo, this is, come on now. You're choosing money over coming to, over history, come and make history for yourself. Yeah. Let us help you win trophies and whatnot. But he was like, nah, I'm going to stay here. And I do feel like with PSG, you've done what you can do there. You haven't been able to win the Champions League, but you've been definitely a key to winning, the World Cup with France. Could have potentially won the World Cup, you know, this past year, right? It's very close. What was it? If I remember correctly, that was definitely an incredible World Cup final, right? Argentina, France. Did he not score a hat trick in that? That was madness. So the guy shows up. Okay, so he has the credentials, especially when it comes to the world stage, with the World Cup and whatnot. But I do think that he needs the bigger move away from PSG, because PSG, they've tried now for years. It ain't working. They do have, their Qataris. It just hasn't been working. I'm not saying that it, coming to Man United we will get to that. I don't know, because we ain't there yet. But I'm just I'm just trying to paint a picture. If we get Mbappe, we get some other signings as well. We can talk. I ain't saying we're gonna run. I ain't saying we could shout or sing. We can talk, whisper potentially. Whisper. Hey, we can whisper. But going to Real Madrid, for me, I'm thinking, yo, a Champions League potentially that. Even though it's City, yes, they won it, they can 100% probably go and be like, yo, let's get another one next season, whatnot. Let's do what Real Madrid has done, back to back Champions League. That wouldn't be out of the cards, but he gotta do something else. Whether or not that'll be a Man United, it would be amazing to just imagine seeing Kylian Mbappe at Man United in the red kit, even though I'm wearing the black kit. But hey, third kit, no, away kit, a few seasons ago. Regardless, let me just Mbappe. I'm just trying to like picture it. Mbappe, Man United, Manchester Derby, Holland, Man City, head to head. Oh my God! Remember how we used to look at the classic and whatnot? Even though Manchester Derby, that's still huge, but like the classic and whatnot, that's kind of gotten quite boring over the years, right? Or at least now that both Messi and Ronaldo's left and whatnot, Benzema ain't there anymore. Like if we're going to watch the classical, I'll watch it for Vinny. Modric, Kamavinga, whatnot. But like, it's not really anything else out there when it comes to the classical. But just imagine the Manchester Derby with those two head to head, the Viking and the Frenchman. Bam! Oh my God! It will be scenes. It will be beautiful. It will be incredible. I don't think it will happen though. But then again, if we do get the Qataris, I can't say never. I will never say never. I can't do it. Big up Lewis. Hope you're doing well. Big up to you. David United says need to look at regardless the Glazers when selling or if they randomly choose investors. Something tells me that they've done the extra bidding round so they could weigh their options on where they profit the most. That can also be a case. That can also be a case for sure. I just feel like I think that can be a part of it. I just have a feeling that, the fact that they've been dragging this on for so long and there's been like, I don't know, not proper, maybe not like it's been a bit quiet on the Middle Eastern side of the world, right? When it comes to reports until yesterday. Whether or not the reports are true and whatnot, I just feel like why would you really report that if it isn't, isn't if there isn't really a truth into that, if that makes sense. So we'll have to wait. We'll have to wait at the end of the day. That's the thing. Ravi asked Sofia, what players are realistic targets? I was supposed to, technically, I wasn't supposed to be doing this stream today. I was actually going to do my perfect, Man United summer window with like realistic targets of what I would want and think, hey, this could be realistic, but also or what I would really want, and then like other options if let's say this wouldn't work. So, but then because of this whole thing, I was like, let's do this. So that video, I want to like save my reply for to actually have it for that video, if that makes sense. So that's gonna probably be on Sunday if we don't hear anything in regards to Qatar and stuff like that, because I'm going to be doing some international football talks from tomorrow. So, and or content, I should say. So, yeah. Sean says, no, they bought good players. They just used the wrong managers. Who? Who did? What? You talking about the Glazers? No, no, no. Get out of here. Mbappe smiles better than Holland, just my opinion. And a lot of people would probably agree with you. If you're thinking like player for player, yes. As a natural, just a goal scorer in general, just a goal scorer, I would say like Holland, that goal scorer, that goal getter, the numbers doesn't lie, and also what I've been seeing, even though he's been kind of missing here in some bigger games and whatnot, like I get it, but the guy still does have 50 plus goals and whatnot in his first season, so let's come on now. Toronto said, I don't see the hype around La Liga when you remove Real Madrid and Barcelona. Yes, these two clubs thrive in Europe because there isn't much work to do in La Liga. It isn't exhausting as Premier League. And it isn't as exciting, I agree, with and competitive in a way as well. Yes, okay, we know like with City, yeah, yeah, being up there and whatnot, but the rest of us also have to improve and whatnot. But yeah, like you're saying, Schloss La Liga is kind of like a Farmers League, like Premier League right now. Premier League maybe pretend. I feel like with Premier League, I don't want to even say it's a Farmers League because I'm thinking like the top four race is something, and you also do have the relegation battle. You have like a Brentford winning back to back to get points and whatnot back to back from a Man City. You have that. You don't get that from every. You know what I'm saying? I just that's why like in a way I can't necessarily call it the Farmers League. I think Bundesliga in a way. I don't even want to necessarily say just like La Liga is that because I still feel like other teams do show up, but with Bundesliga, that's as having what's it Bayern winning for 11 seasons in a row. Like that to me is more a true assessment of a Farmers League in my opinion. But hey, does Kane would have scored 50 at City. He's miles better than Holland too, and that's hey a lot of people. I do think that Kane for sure would have scored a lot of goals as well. I don't even dispute that. That's hey. Charlie says Mbappe doesn't want to sign for Manchester United. He has come out and said. I haven't seen that he has come. I've seen reports that he wouldn't necessarily be fully interested. I don't know. The thing is though, he could. If Real Madrid end up putting out an offer, he'll probably go to Real Madrid. Would that mean that Harry Kane would come to us? Because y'all ain't gonna be. They're not gonna be buying both. How the hell is Real Madrid gonna be buying both Mbappe and Harry Kane? Y'all ain't doing that. You gotta pick. Where you getting the money from? Hmm. Hmm. I'm just asking for a friend. Where are you getting the money from? Because if we get these people, the thing is though there could be some restrictions, but we'll get there when we get there. Basically. But yeah, there's oof. Also, another thing that I want to talk about, by the way, because I wasn't just going to be talking about this whole ownership, I also wanted to mention some other Man United related news. I think it was something about the hair. Where is it? Oh, there we go. Saudi clubs are aware of verbal agreement at final stage between David De Gea and Man United over new deal, but are still insisting to tempt the goalkeeper. Man United remain on the market for new goalkeeper in case. So David De Gea, technically David De Gea has just a few days left. I think it's June 30th, I believe, when David De Gea's contract expires for Man United. So what was it? I think it might have been like a month ago or so, or a few weeks ago at least, where we did hear reports of a deal being or contract renewal and whatnot has been agreed by Man United and De Gea, but nothing has been signed. The only ones that we've been renewed and whatnot is the likes of Dallo, Shaw, and Ganacho, right? Rashford, we're still working on that as well. So it'll be interesting. But for me with De Gea, I wouldn't mind him being a second goalkeeper. But then again, like if he does go, and some of you guys know, like I love De Gea. That is probably my favorite Man United current Man United player. If I have to be honest, just over the years, I love the guy. I do, and I just there's something in terms of with goalkeepers and whatnot where I think it's a job that can get quite lonely, right? And he has showed up over the years. Yes, I get with the modern day era now where we do need to progress more and have a goalkeeper that needs to be good with his feet, the distribution needs to be there, the sweeping and whatnot. I get it. I get it when it comes to shot stopping. Like, hey, but there's also been some mistakes this season. Like, even though the stats shows that hey, he has showed up, there's also other stats that might say, okay, there is some concern, and also we do have eyes. I feel like it's important to have a balance between the eyes, okay, what I see, and the stats, what are actually factual. Both of it, I do think is quite important to um to have in mind at least. So for me, the thing is though, if we're getting, let's say he do go, I would love to get then Andre Onana as replacement um from Inter. As some of you guys know, Inter is my second team, and I've been Also following more so in the Ajax days and whatnot. So for me, I would have loved to see that, but hey, we'll wait and see. But regardless, I we are looking for either way. If he stays or not, we are looking for a goalkeeper. So it's either somebody that's gonna be a number two, but competing for, having more of a, okay, I'm gonna compete with you, Dave, for this spot. Like, you're not gonna sit here and be too comfortable. Okay. I need to breathe down your neck, at the back of your neck, and make sure that I'm coming for your position. You know what I'm saying? That's one. But if he does end up going, then you want, of course, need to have a proper replacement in hand. We've also been linked with David Raya as well. I'm not necessarily super keen on him. I would be more so inclined to have him, in favor of having him, rather or compared to a Diogo Costa from Porto, if I have to be honest. Um, but that's just my opinion. Or Mike Magnon from AC Milan as well is someone that I would mind getting. But Andrea Onana's been heavily linked to Chelsea, so he might be going to Chelsea. But you never know. You never know. You never know. It'll be quite interesting once the window is open tomorrow. Oh my God. Um. Wow, it's gonna be a lot. There's probably gonna be, deal, Declan Rice to Arsenal confirmed. Da 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 da. Are they going from Casado? No, no, no. Hopefully we do. We'll talk about it. Sean says the hair is world class. Maybe beside Casemiro, the only world class player in your team. I disagree. I disagree. The thing is, though, I don't know, because the thing is, though, a lot of people would not how toxic it has gotten with the hair in terms of this fan base. It's a bit too much, because it's either he's incredible or he's shite. He's this, he's that. It's like, can we have it? Can we meet in the middle? Can we just say, okay, we get that we do need another goalkeeper at some point. We do need somebody, a modern day goalkeeper. I get it. Let's not completely slander the guy. Like, let's not forget what the guy has been doing for years. By the way, it's what I'm saying. You know. Where he says, why don't you get AC Milan keeper? I mean, I wouldn't mind him as well. I wouldn't mind him as well, for sure. There was something else about Kim Min Jae, because his release clause, I think, will be triggered, or it will be like a window opening on July 1st, which is Somalia's National Day, and as well as Canada. So big up. Kim Min Jae. Just wanted to talk about that for a second. Keep getting the likes up, by the way, people. Keep getting the likes up. We got some good numbers of people watching today, so do get the likes up and do subscribe. By the way, if you're new here, as we are growing and whatnot, you know what I'm saying. So, yes. Has somebody said anything on Twitter? Hmm, not really. Hmm. Big up to Football Talk Podcast. Says, big up, so what do you make of the rumors of Porto's Diego Costa? Would he be your first choice? I think he's questionable as a shot stopper. Oh, big up to you. I did mention it a little bit earlier before he came, but I was, by the way, people do subscribe to Football Talk Podcast. I've been on his channel before, when that was right before Liverpool slapped United up 7-0. So, But hey, show him some love. Show him some love. But yeah, I mean, he's not my first choice, if I'm going to be honest. Um, when it comes to, like, some penalty taken, whatnot, or not penalty, but penalty shot stopper, hey, numbers doesn't lie. I've been seeing some port a little bit here and there in the Champions League and whatnot. So, but him for Portugal in the World Cup, I was like, yeah. Even though, like, I can't necessarily fully just, maybe in a way, completely judge him just off of that, but I'm not really that convinced, if I'm going to be honest. I just think, especially when for that money they're asking for, I think it's like, what, 60, 70 million, whatnot. Nah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I'm sorry. I wouldn't. I can't do it. I can't do it, people. I can't do it. Versus Sofia, if you don't get Kim in a City or a Madrid, get him. United will regret that. Oh my God. I've been, no, 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 no. I've been watching. No, I need him. I need Kim Min Jae. Bring me Kim freaking Min Jae. Bring me Kim and Jae. Bring me Kim and Jae. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh my god, I just realized it rhymed. Oh, mic drop. But real talk though. In all seriousness, people, I need the guy. I do. I 100 more than you believe. I need the guy more than you believe. That's whoa. Oh my God, Lisandro Martinez and Kim Min Jae. Ooh, but then we have Varane as well. Ooh, you just because I'd be you have Luke Shaw as an option. It's beautiful. It's just the fence is just looking nice. If we could just work a little bit more in that midfield, if we add like a proper striker up top, mwah, this team, mm, mm. Roses, I think United should go for Mbappe, brother. I would love to have Mbappe. I would love to have Mbappe. I would love to have Mbappe. Where is the freaking hell? Because oh wait, I need to go to where I need to go to. Okay, so keep getting the likes up. That was the stuff that I was gonna check out. I completely forgot. How many likes do we have? Just just checking for a friend. I'm the friend, obviously, in this scenario. And big up to everybody that's watching. We have 26 likes. Hey, let's try to get the likes up to 30, right? All right, so Sofia, I could see Real putting a cheeky bid in for Kim. I mean, I've been hearing that he would go to Man United, but like we'll see. Kim, you want him though. There it is. Justin Kim and Jae will join Man United on July 1st. The player has accepted United's contract offer for worth 9 million per year. This is something that the Central Devils, it's a Man United related Twitter account, posted 9 hours ago. News from Latino di Napoli. And I've been hearing like Napoli related news outlets have been reporting it for a while that Kim Min Jae is coming to Man United. So it's more so coming from that camp that, he's been saying he's goodbye and whatnot. He's been going to, the often, South Korean, even like at the Son went to like military camp and whatnot. It's something that is, you're obligated to do so, right? Regardless of you being a football player and whatnot. Sorry, you're gonna help us out. Basically, essentially, is a thing. So I think after that, they've been saying that okay, 1st of July is where we can be, triggering the whole thing. So hey, we'll see. It's still a while ahead. So hopefully it will be great if we can be able to do it. And I hope that he can be. Oh my God, I would love to see Kim and Jae in Oslo. I would love that. I would love that. I would love that. Right, says Sofia. Forget Kane. Who else is a proper striker for you? I want to forget Kane. I still want Kane. Victor Osimhen is somebody that I'm also been heavily wanting, but I mean, you're gonna be expensive. I don't know, people. We've been linked to Colin Wani. He will probably be some piece as well. And then Rasmus Højlund. Thing is, I haven't seen anything. I personally can't be saying I want Rasmus Højlund because I haven't seen him play. I haven't seen him play for Atalanta at all. Have I seen a game of Atlanta? I don't think. I haven't seen like Inter Atlanta, have I? No, I don't think I have. And also, haven't seen him for Denmark as well. So I can't sit here and be like, bring me. But I've been just hearing other fellow United supporters and whatnot being, at least what they've been seeing from him, that they are intrigued. So we'll see. That. But then again, like I would prefer us to be getting two strikers. I don't know if that's gonna be happening, but we'll see. We'll see if we can get like a younger striker that isn't maybe that expensive, and then like that marquee signing that could potentially be that striker, that other striker, but that can be like the striker. Then for me, that would be very much something that I would love. Raul says Højlund is so good, like Haaland. That's what the streets be saying, and Højlund is also a Man United supporter. Like he would love to become a Man United player. So that would be quite interesting as well. I don't know, man, people. I don't know. And there was another thing here. Where is it? I think I saw something about like, ooh, okay, so Spurs have expressed interest in signing Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho to Spurs. Would we want that? I mean, if we get proper piece for him, I wouldn't necessarily say no. Then you have to kind of be like, you cut your losses. Obviously, you ain't getting that 75 million back. You're not doing it. We ain't getting any profit. We would have hopefully wanted it to be the case, but we're not gonna do it. Let's not kid ourselves here. That ain't happening. First and foremost, that didn't happen. So, but I would have loved to for him to be able to pull through and just showcase his full potential because I think I want to believe that there still is something there. Maybe it's just not it at Man United. Maybe that could be the case, or maybe the Premier League is the problem. I don't know. I don't know. But if Spurs do want him and they do give us at least 60 million, then I wouldn't say no. You give us 60, 65. Yo, we can talk. We can talk. But 50 and whatnot, no, I'm going to say no to that. We do need, nah, because we don't have to sell them. That's the thing as well. Even though it hasn't worked out, we don't have to. You gotta negotiate. Be a proper negotiator. Use English tax wherever it needs to be used. Hello. Oh, sorry. Hello, John Doe. Hope you're doing well. Rest of the United needs to sell Martial. I mean, if you haven't checked out the video that I did on what when oh yeah, I did a keep loan sell video with other Man United supporters this past Sunday, and we basically talked about the whole squad, who we gonna keep, who we gonna loan, and who we gonna sell. Did we say that? Oh my God, John Doe, you gotta let it go. Well, that rhymed, but yeah, let. Where do you think we place Martial? I'm just saying. The majority, obviously, because it's democracy over here. I watched his game where he scored a hat trick. He's amazing. The striker United need. Ooh, uh, Roy Cavani-esque type of striker. Ooh, interesting. Colomani and Mbappe to Madrid will be amazing, says Raul. Interesting. Interesting. Colomani will be great in every top team. Hey, I just remember freaking hell that miss he did in that World Cup final. Oh my God, I was like, brother, like freaking hell. It was a big miss. Even though I think it was it also like Martin? Yeah, Martinez saved it. I think he did. I think he did. Wait, speaking of Martinez, get Lautaro. Yeah, I don't want Lautaro Martinez. I no, 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 no. I don't. I think it's just not it for me. No, I nope. Yeah, no, I can't do it. Yeah, Schlotz. One of the very few things we don't always agree, but 100% we agree here. Lautaro Martinez, not it for Man United. Sofia Martinez at Inter, is he the striker he's hyped up to be? I don't think so. I feel like he's been, showing up some numbers and whatnot this season. But like I said, I haven't seen every Inter game this season. Let's not kid ourselves here. But from what I've seen, there's been some games where I've been like, ooh, okay. But like the way he was just, oh my God. Because a lot of people were talking about, you know, Lukaku during the Champions League final, whatnot, when he came in. But let's not divert the focus here. Lautaro Martinez wasn't that it. He wasn't it as well, and he didn't really show up that much. Also, as well in the World Cup, not good. So for me, I think he wouldn't work unless we're gonna try to play as a false, or we're gonna have like a two striker system. Then maybe, but then again, no, no, I no, no, I can't do it. Yes, exactly, Ravi. Your point to we did see Lautaro Martinez getting dropped. Junior Alvarez was getting more games and whatnot. So, hey, Roses, it's a win week. I got 94% in my exam as well. Big up to you. Congrats, Raul. Congrats, brother. Congrats. With the Man City thing, I'm not gonna sit here and be like happy for you for that. Even though, because I'm sorry. I'm United supporter. I can't sit there and be like, "Yay, you did the treble, woohoo!" No, we're not gonna do that. But the exams, though, my G, good for you, good for you. And the fact that Schlotz says, "Why not 100?" Schlotz, you're foul for that. You're foul for that. Nah, 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 nah. What else is there? We'll still be here 8 more minutes. It's not gonna be more than an hour show, as it is a solo stream today. I don't think there's been any other news. Has there been? Let me double check here. But keep getting the likes up once again. And do, if you are new here, like I said, keep subscribing. We are not that far away from 2K subscribers, right? Technically, we're not, we're literally like 23 subscribers away from 1,800 subs. So let's do it. Let's make it happen. All right, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So we got 29 likes. Hey, okay. Let's go. Let's go. Let's keep going. Yeah, what is his Twitter Spaces saying? Sheik Jassim or Ratcliffe? Him. Technically, I don't even need to say anything. This is what I'm gonna do. Where's the video?
Today I feel Qatari.
Yes. That's all I'm gonna say. Today I feel Qatari. That's all I'm gonna say. Nothing else. What? Nothing else. Nothing else. Yeah, no. So, there's a lot of stuff happening at Man United. A lot of stuff. In fact, the city had like a full on, you know, parade and whatnot yesterday. But hey, you did you. But it's still kind of funny. Like, then the vocal points still be like, Man United. I was seeing Liverpool fans being stressed. Like, oh my God, FSG out. Man United getting to Qatar is, oh my God. This is horrible. Football is done. No, no, no. It was, oh my God. I was just sitting there in the spaces being like, incredible. Even though it hasn't fully been confirmed and whatnot, but I still want to believe that this for me is happening. So I'm gonna bank on it. I'm gonna try to bank on it. Big up to Noel, the Red Devil says, fellow United fan from Dublin, Ireland. Hey! I think once we get the Glazers gone, we can then dream about who we can get. Oh, 100%. That's probably exactly why I wanted to hold on off on the video that I wanted to make today with basically my perfect Man United summer window. So we're gonna wait after this is done. We can then, because that would be funny. That would be funny. Because then you could do like one that's like, okay, if we have all the pieces, if we could be like, oh, dream and whatnot, then we'll do that. And another version, maybe potentially in the same video, could be more so like, let's try to be a bit realistic here. Let's not go all berserk. Even though I want to, though, I kind of want to do this. I kind of just want to throw it around. You kind of just want to throw the piece around. But big up to you, though, Noel, for being here. Welcome. Hope you are doing well. By the way, do you if you do have your channel, do you do it kind of seems like you might have a YouTube channel. If you do, hey, do let us know so the community can help you out. Ooh, okay, yeah, haven't discussed transfers on the channel yet. No point it be all rumored. Big up, no. I'll subscribe back for sure. 100%. I will do it. More than you can believe I would do it. Also, so now even Newcastle is oil. Man City's oil and hopefully United soon enough. Hey, a lot of oils to be given out here. To be honest, like I feel like the oil thing, and this is not me saying just because we like even I could lie like years ago, with the whole early thing, when you guys were involved and whatnot. Like I was also kind of throwing out stuff and whatnot, being like, "Oh my God, you're just, you know, oil, da 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 da." But I was like, okay, it's starting to get a little bit because oil, old. It's starting to get a little bit old. Hashtag oil, if that makes sense. The whole thing. So for me, I'm thinking, okay, let's move on. Obviously, of course, the 115 charges and whatnot. We'll have to still wait with that. Even though I don't know, I don't think you're going to be properly. Yeah, I don't think you're going to get it'll be a slap on the wrist and we keep it moving. It's probably what is going to happen. So what we all can do is, man, now we gotta wake up, lift our asses up from the couch, move on, and do something. That's what we gotta do. That's what we gotta do. If we want to make sure that they don't do anything else, we gotta do it for ourselves, of course. We gotta do it. Oh, no problem. How many players you think we will get rid of? Ooh, I mean, I did make a video, like I said, Sunday on players that I want to keep, loan, sell, but I don't necessarily know like that. That's what I and other fellow United supporters wanted to do. So for me, I don't necessarily know how many we would get rid of. I've been seeing reports that it would be like maybe 10, but I don't know. Jones had already left. Juan Sebel has left. Marcel Sabitzer probably would be, and alongside Vigors, that won't be, those loan spells won't be permanent. And of course, Jack Butland left as well. I do think a couple. I would maybe say like 7. I think 7 at least could go. I would prefer more, but you know, it's about us negotiating in a proper way. So we have to see. As I said, Jaden was one of the world's best wingers at Dortmund. He had that special connection with Holland. I agree. He did. I think could we try to unlock that? If we get a proper striker in, could that then be unlocked? Because I don't know. Because I'm thinking like the way he played at Dortmund, like he was wow. That connect, like you said, the connection that he had with Holland. Sorry, it was good. So I'm just trying to think like, is it what we're trying to do that just doesn't work? What is it? You know? I don't know. Rose says Sofia says I agree. Oil money is a thing. So is American and Russian weaponry money. Hey, you ain't lying. Noel says one of the 50 charges city's treble is tainted either way, but only Manchester United can stop them. Exactly. Big up. Noel says I'll check the video out. Thanks. Oh, no problem. Noel says one of the 50 charges is not proven, so it's not tainted in any ways. And I'll be realistic. No one is gonna act on it because the league depends on the sheikhs. To be honest, not gonna lie. You're not lying. We'll have to wait and see. Noel says their wages are a problem. That's the thing as well. If some of our players are not willing to cut down on wages and whatnot, then we'll have a little bit of a problem here when trying to sell them. So we'll have to see. It's basically what I'm trying to say. We'll have to see. But it'll be interesting. I mean, there are definitely some players that I want to get rid of course. And yeah, basically, we gotta wait and see. That's all I'm gonna say. We gotta wait and see, people. We gotta wait and see. That's all. That is all. I don't think there's anything else that I want to say. I mean, we will be definitely trying to do at least once a week transfer news and whatnot, but not just Bandera related. I actually want to do potentially this week or next week. We'll probably start to do more so a show at least once a week where we talk about all of the transfers, or most of them, like the big ones from different from the big clubs. Well, like the big transfer talks and whatnot. We'll definitely do that. Let me read some of your comments here before we start to wrap up. A big up though. The views have been good for the video, so I appreciate the engagement on the video. Big up to you guys. We'll definitely keep doing videos like this for sure throughout this you know entire period of it not being club football and whatnot. So yeah. Halen to United says Raul says I want that to happen. Halen, Juan Nunes for Golden Boot. Let's not even put Nunes into that. That's funny. Not that you know. Let's move on. All right, so Sofia, whoever United and Liverpool get in, they need to fight for the badge and club on the pitch, not be like I'm bouncing if it's not going well on the pitch. And I agree with that. Order says got to act really fast on Kim Min Jae. Not going to beat over by Newcastle. Oh, hell no. Now I'm going. The reports that I've been reading throughout when it comes to Kim and Jay is the fact that we've been, the fact that not a lot of clubs are going for him is a little bit like that. That's when I'm kind of like, ooh, will something suddenly happen at the end? Is that what we're doing? Because I still believe Kim is going to be ours. I need to see Min Jae on a shirt. Man, not a shirt. I have to see it next season. I need to see him running around at Old Trafford. I have to. I have to. I really rate him. I've been watching a lot of Napoli games in the Champions League, some Napoli games in the Serie A as well. I've been watching more Serie A games, especially this season. You know, y'all know I've been doing some watch-alongs and whatnot in terms of Serie A and whatnot. So I rate him, man. He literally won the best defender in the Serie A this past season, right? One of the big reasons to why they finally won the trophy, the Scudetto, after 33 years when the late Diego Maradona won it. Come on now. Come on now. So I know a lot of the talks often Oshimen, Kvaratskhelia, but Kim Min Jae, he's a part of it too. He's a part of it too. So I 100% would love to get him. Would love to get him. Big up though, y'all are really coming in with the comments. I appreciate it, people. Okay, so I'm gonna read more of you guys' comments. Of course. Big up. No, since the transfer window opens soon, so plenty to talk about. Exactly. I cannot wait, and I definitely want to do more so like shows like this. But of course, maybe also do like having like another United supporter on, or like a supporter from another club, and just talk about the news. So that's something that I'm going to be planning to doing throughout the summer, and of course the preseason and whatnot. I mean, this week we're going to be doing some international football. Tomorrow I'm going to have a stream where I'm just going to be focused on Norway's. Since you know a lot of you guys know I've lived in Norway my entire life, still live here. So we're going to be doing a talking about Norway's Euro Cup 2024 hopes in terms of qualification, because we're going to be facing Scotland here in Oslo on Saturday. I'm gonna do watch along for it. I wasn't able to go, like this. The tickets was sold out quickly. So when Holland is returning, I think I'm a little bit unsure if he's returned today to the team or if it's tomorrow. I think he's probably returning tomorrow to the Norwegian camp. We'll see. Roger says he will apparently be the next Holland. Can't he just be the next him? You know? Rose says, I mean, 75 million is a good amount. Hope Newcastle makes sensible buys. After City, Newcastle has been my favorite club. Newcastle, I am really happy for them qualifying. I mean, getting into the Champions League again after years, right? Like 20 years or so. Yeah, I'm happy for them. And also I really like their fan base and whatnot. I think they're dope. One says, I want Qatar, fam. I want Qatar as well. Brady says Manchester United will be home of most football trophies in England if this happens.
Today I feel Qatari.
Today I feel Qatari. Today I feel Qatari. Yes. Brady said not most, all. Oh wow. Oh wow. Wow. That's a hot take. Newcastle could buy Kim. They have been linked with Kim. I will get pissed though, because we've been heavily linked to him. So I'm just like, oh my god, if we mess up, he has a release clause. If we mess it up, I'm gonna get, oh my god, I will get pissed. Please, when I heard we were linked, I was like, what, Kim and Jay? Huh? Like, it literally came to Napoli like this season. Nah, bruv, are you mad? If we get Kim and Jay, nah. Mic drop. Lip drop. No, let's not do that because it's gonna be loud. But mic drop. Mic drop. Kim or Axel? Axel who? Axel Sippy? We talk about. Sofia, did your Manchester Mount shirt come yet?
I am sick. I am sick of your shit. And when I'm not sick, I'm tired. I am sick and tired.
That's my response. Rose says, is Mason Mount to United a goodbye? Hell no. For the money they're asking for. Chelsea's asking for 70 million plus 10 million add-on. How about you shove it? How about you shove it where the sun does not shine? How about that? Respectfully though, but how about you do that? Because hell no. And when I see you, I'm not talking about you, Raul. I'm talking about like you is Chelsea is what I'm talking to. So how about they just bloop, keep it there, you know? Just keep it there. Cause we're not gonna do that. I would love to, oh my god, I would love to have James Madison instead. I know there could be some injuries here and there, but like if you look at it overall, he and the I think it would be more like 45, 50 million or something. I would love to get a James Madison. What? Come on now. I was shocked when I was like linked to Mount. What? Is it because the English quota? Give me a break. Get out of here. No, we're not having that. Sorry. Nada. No bueno. No bueno. What it says media talks about Heirloom being like Holland type. Don't completely see it. Yeah, I think like might be a little bit of a reach, but hey, I I get that rule that you wash and whatnot, but I think it's a bit too like yeah, you know. But hey, Lewis says hope it's a decent transfer window. Tomorrow it's a big day. Tomorrow 100%. I mean it's open, so we're probably gonna see some. I will not be surprised if we because I think like Declan Rice still, to Arsenal. It's more so close, so we're done. So I think probably we'll hear something about it. I don't necessarily know tomorrow, but at least this week we'll probably hear something. So we'll be moving on to then other targets and whatnot. So it's important that we be able to getting the thing is, though, we need to get that. We have to make sure that we get this ownership set, because I know that obviously the transfer will be delayed because of it, and has been. But I just feel like it's a bit weird that we're looking for a Mason Mount, but we don't necessarily know the owners and whatnot yet. Like, huh? That's what I'm thinking. Like, this is, I don't know, a bit much, a bit much. Uh, Dumfries, Dumfries. I don't know. Oh, hey, Hongi. I feel like it's been a while since Sofia. How are you doing? Is it true DDG gone? Not been fully reported about that yet, whether or not he's gone and whatnot, but we'll see. He could be. He could be. I mean, the hair's not 32. I feel like he's been. I feel bad, but like a little bit bad because I'm thinking, like, remember when he was linked with Real Madrid years back? Remember the tax machine debacle? When was that? Was that 2018 or something? Like he's won one Premier League, one FA Cup, League Cup, two League Cups, Community Shield. It's not been many trophies. Not been that many trophies. It's got a Prem at least. Some Spanish caps and whatnot, but yeah, I don't know, man. I feel a little bit bad. I'm also trying. No, that wasn't him. He wasn't in. Was he in the Spanish? Wait, was he in the Spain's national team in 2012 when they won the Euros? He wasn't playing. Obviously, it was Iker Casillas. But was he like? Was he? Was he on? I don't know. Regardless though, I just I do think that I just feel a little bit bad. Like I love the dude, but if he goes, he goes. If he stays, he stays. It is what it is, and we'll talk about it, of course, once it happens. Once I hear more, but it'll probably be a decision that he makes. But imagine though, if he gets like a banging contract from Saudi Arabia, he's 32. I think. Let me double check again. I think the hair's about to be 33. He's gonna be 33 in November, November 7th. So, but technically though, 33 or 32, 33, that's not really like old for a goalkeeper. Like goalkeepers he can still be going on for at least 2, 3 more years. I would say even more. Yeah, no. He could definitely be going on for at least until like trying to think, like with phone and whatnot, like 36, 37. He could. But it depends though. But then again, like if there's an opportunity, like you've done what you can do, but there's not that many other offers. Because I think if there was a Spanish club coming for him, I think he would be more inclined to be like, you know what, I've been here overseas, I miss family back home in Spain, let me go back home. I think he probably would be more open for that idea. But if there's a big paycheck ready to be signed, set, delivered, I'm yours, then who is it to say that he wouldn't do that, you know? Who says why are English players overpriced? 50 million after that this so season. I mean, that is a good point. That is a good point. I would probably be like, let's negotiate. Let's make it 40, maybe even less than that. But I would if I'm the fact that he's been relegated though. But I don't. I feel like it's been overall team, and not just him. I still feel like he's showed up at some extent this season, but it's been the overall team that's been literally like shit. You know. Uh, Gidi's fall off a cliff decline started World Cup 2020, 2018. I think it was a period. I think it might have been the 28. It might have been actually been 2018. That season. It was like a year, maybe a year and a half where he didn't where he kind of was like, didn't really work out. And then after that, like COVID times and whatnot, like he was on it. Back again, I would say. Yeah. Yeah. And then last season he has really good. Yeah, he really showed up last season alongside Cristiano Ronaldo. This season, I still feel like he's been, in my opinion, I still feel like he's been good. He just hasn't been great. And there's been some howlers, a, a few howlers here and there, but I can't necessarily say that he's been like fully declining. I think it's just with the way that the goalkeeper position has revolutionized or evolved throughout the years, or especially the past year. It just proves that okay, you kind of maybe if you want to go with the times, then we have to move on, I guess. And you can't necessarily ask Leopard to change his spots, can you? And this comes from me. I love the guy, but if we have to move on, we have to move on. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But I still wouldn't mind him staying, sitting there for one more year or two. But we do need another goalkeeper. We do. Because the way Andre Onana was playing in that World Cup final, the same with Ederson as well. Both of them showed up for their teams. The fact that Andre Onana was going to like the halfway line like that, completely, he had Holland running after him, was like, bloop, I don't care. You know, that for me is like, yo, we can't do that with De Gea. And this comes from me once again. I love the guy. You know, I have a soft spot for De Gea, but I can't sit here and say that we can't be like, yeah, but the players were the players passing the ball back for him. They obviously it's part of the play to integrate the goalkeeper as well. And let's see if this is a goal kick. Is De Gea all the time? It's just going to be trying to, you know, bring the long balls and whatnot. Is that what we're trying to do? No, we can't just be doing that constantly. You know, I still feel like there's some part of his game that he has improved, but for where we need to be, we do need to work a bit with getting another one. This is just me being truthful. I love the guy. I feel like drink something. I mean, whoever drinks and whatnot, that ain't me. But whenever I say I love the guy, take a sip. Cause wow, more than believe I've been saying it a lot. But once again, I love the guy. So thank you. Big up. I said that I was gonna just read some comments and then leave, but here we are. Here we are. Big up though. Let me just read. Now we gonna say, let me read some of the comments and then we gonna dip because people, yes, do have work and stuff tomorrow, and actually appointment earlier, so I gotta go to that. Uh, the Roses DDG, aka Dave Saves. Could have won a lot more trophies if we went to Madrid. Yep, I agree. Roses Casillas is an amazing goalkeeper. Him, Buffon, and Neuer were so good. Hey, go. Yes, yes, and yes. I agree. I agree. I agree. Right, Sofia, I disagree that English players alone are overpriced. Every player for a long time being overpriced. I think it's been more so over the years, in my opinion. But I do think I can't just say that it's English players alone, because I don't think that's the case. But I do think sometimes with the English tax, it does happen where some players, like freaking hell, Mason Mount for 70 million plus 10 million add on. If that ain't overpriced, then I don't know what overpriced is, because no. Mm-mm. Well, he says, yeah, playing out from the back is one thing, but he didn't do these howlers before 2018. Oh, trying to think, did he do howlers before? You know what? When he first, came to Man United and whatnot, at the beginning he was shaky. He was shaky, but he was young then. He's been here for a long time. Freaking hell, over a decade. So he was shaky. But I do see your point with there's been some howlers here and there, but sometimes I feel like we act like there's been like multiple howlers and he's the only guy that has howlers. There's nobody else. Because the way certain men then be speaking about this guy, it's like, yo, chill. Like, okay, you know, relax. Don't make it toxic, you know what I'm saying? Rose says, nah, bros. Specifically English players. Grealish, for example, I still wouldn't rate him 100 million. That's the amount you pay for really good players. The thing is, though, let's not necessarily. Money doesn't always equalize your worth. Okay? West Ham. We're selling a Declan Rice, I think, for like 120 or so. I don't know what the fee will be. Like, he's probably going to Arsenal, right? I don't know what the fee will be. We're probably more than 100 million. Is it worth that? I wouldn't. 120? No. No. He incredibly good. I rate him. But that's a bit too much. But this is what West Ham is like. We don't need to sell him. We don't have to. But if you're going to go, pay up. Pay up. This is what we feel like he's worth to us. If you want him, come and get him. But that will only be for this fee. That's what Villa felt with Jack Grealish. Was he worth 100 million? No. And let's not be honest, first season for Man City didn't show up. I was calling him a flop. This season started off a little bit shaky at the beginning, but he has showed up. He's been a lot more solid there. Found his place. Yes. It started to click and whatnot. Is he still worth that 100 million? No, I wouldn't say that. I would not say that. But this is what Aston Villa wanted for him to go. Just like when Man United ended up with buying Anthony from Ajax, we overspent for sure. We went in first time, they were like, nah, and then we're like, okay, we'll come back. We're trying to work on some other deals. We're trying to see if we can talk to Frankie De Jong and them men, and then we come back. We went back. They were like, yo, we don't have to sell him. He's kind of making up a fuss right now. Said it, he didn't turn into training and whatnot. He's doing a bit too much. We're gonna let him go, but you need to pay up because now we started. The season is right to begin now. It started. Hey, you're kind of messing up our plans. We're not able to find a replacement for him right now. You got to pay up. At least make it even. We did that. Was he worth that money? No, he wasn't. But here we are. Here we are. Big up to the broken memories. Hope you're well. Big up to Ensman. Much love to you. People do subscribe to Ensman TV. Show him some love. Uh, Now they can't be sentimental, says Ravi. I agree. Sofia, you need a 5 players in all position. You need 5 players in all position. Elaborate on that. Elaborate. Are you saying we need 5 players, but one in all in certain like positions, like one striker, two midfielders, defender, a goalkeeper. Is that what we're saying? Elaborate. When he says, Sofia, have you heard Roy Keane talk about the hair? I've been hearing, a lot of the pundits. Neville, what I've heard it all. No says the hair was a great servant, but time to go. We got to be ruthless now, and that's fair. That is fair. Rose says Roy Keane is the man. I respect Roy so much. He speaks the truth and the truth alone without worrying about the consequences. I mean, I would say a lot of the stuff that he says I do agree with, but those are some stuff where I'm like, yeah, but that goes from, I mean, that goes for a lot of, you know, the pundits and whatnot. Like, just because you've been a football player and whatnot, like, I rate you as a football player doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to agree with all of the stuff you say as a pundit. Like, no, I have my opinions as well. So it is what it is. Luis has Howler, thank you. Was it all players may be overpriced, but English players are extremely overpriced? Okay. Hungy says Chelsea paid more for Enzo than Real for Bellingham. Freaking hell. Come on now. Rose's fun fact: Grealish is the third highest rated player based on match ratings, the other two being KDB and Haaland. Really? Hmm. Okay. Wow. Come on now. Really? Grealish has higher ratings than Gundogan? Wouldn't have thought. Same? Yeah. Hmm. There's been some games, so even though Grealish necessarily doesn't have like the numbers, like the full numbers, the eyes, my eyes do not lie. Okay, they ain't lying to me. I got if I'm wearing my glasses, they ain't lying to me. Taking out the glasses, taking them off, trying to look far away, they'll be lying to me then. When I'm wearing the glasses, they ain't lying. So what I've been seeing, he's been showing up. Not necessarily with the stats always, with the goals and the goal contributions is what I'm trying to say, but there's stuff that he does. Like also, I want to kind of big up, even though this is my another thing, but his defensive work rate, it's improved a lot. So hey, you gotta just be like, yo, I called you a flop last season. It was valid then, but now I can't sit here and say that you've been a flop. You showed up this season. You showed up. So it is what it is. But guys, we're gonna end it at here for this Man United takeover. I mean, I wasn't necessarily gonna be doing this video, but we did it. We will definitely do. I think the next video that I do on this needs to be like, it's official. Man United has been bought by Sheik Jassim and the Qataris. Pew 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 pew. That's what I hope next video in regards to this can be. Hopefully, that can be the case. 100% hopefully. But yeah, guys, I will be back tomorrow. Um, we're gonna step away from Man United related stuff unless something big happens, of course. Then we'll talk. But it's gonna be more so about, like I said, it's international football back. Norway is gonna be playing Scotland on Saturday. Okay, what is Norway's hopes? Will Norway be able to qualify for the Euro Cup 2024? Will they do it? Will they do it? So we're gonna be talking about that. And talk about Haaland, of course, Ødegaard, some other players. We'll look at the overall squad that's been called up, because there's been some players that's never been called up to Norway's national team that I kind of want to talk about. Norway can't bottle it. Hongi, I don't think you're familiar with Norway. You ain't familiar with Norway. I'm telling you. Rose says, "Are we having watch along for the Nations League semis?" Fam, I was planning to do so, and I was like, nah. I'll watch it after I've done the show that I'm gonna do, but I'm not gonna do watch along for it. That was like, nah. I don't know. I couldn't be asked. I think I did one last year. Did I? I don't know. Who says if Norway don't qualify, shame on Ødegaard and Haaland, brother. We've had some. I mean, even though like Haaland is like the biggest, I don't think I've ever seen. Nope. This is the biggest. So we haven't had anything like this in Norway. Like this big star, like somebody that like, ooh, for Norway. Woof. So we had some quality players before, of course, over the years. Johan Riise, Morten Pedersen, Solskjaer, the Flu back in the day. But like for me growing up, it hasn't been the best. But we're gonna be talking about all of those things tomorrow. So yeah. Remember to, of course, like this video before you leave and do subscribe to the channel as well. We are, like I said, not that far away from 2K subscribers. You got you to Lumba. I appreciate the love. So we're not that far away. So let's try to make sure that can happen soon, alright? And do feel free to join the SFT membership. You get a customized badge next to your name, emojis that you can use, sneak peek into upcoming content. And once we get more members in, we'll definitely start to do more so like behind the scenes stuff and whatnot. So if you want to become a member, link is in the description box or pin in the live chat. And if you're watching this on your computer and whatnot, scroll down and click the join button. You can become a member. Yes, yes, yes. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. See y'all soon. Bye bye. Thank you for being here. Glory, glory, man United, and Forza Inter.
Are you all right?
And also, bring me the Qataris.
Are you all right? Yes. No, you are all left.